everybody, and happy Friday. Woo! It's Friday, baby. If you're with me in the Discord or in the YouTube chat, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us. We have Tiger Trader, Hardway, Black Lung, Julius, WD, Fat Guy Out West, Darren, Retberg, Cash Jack, Druss, Sunny Dude, Cicino, Pagify, Cyrus SW. Good morning to you all. Good morning, Don, J, Scott, Mike, Blush, Brown, Trader Page. Good morning. Kenny, you, Gringo, El Diablo, Lewis, Dust, The Crispy Man, Stan, Calvin, Luke. Good morning, good morning. Morning, Cash Jack. Don, good morning. How you doing, Kelvin, Justin, Nate, Mike, Hindsight King, Matt, Rob, Todd, Future Millionaire, Carol, Preja. Good morning, Taco Master, OG, Evelyn, Teach, Matt, Anthony. Good morning, Richard, Trade for Pay, Patrick, Nick, Angel, T-Lad. Good morning, Moosty, or Musty, either way. Morning, Rhino, Trena, Pie. Lord Woodslinger, good morning. What's up, Andrew? El Toro, Richard Harris, JK, Doug, Farhad, Jose, Gadiel, Motion Sick Gamer, morning, Andrew, Ash, Lick Chaos, Session Flow, Brian, Alfred, Mitch, Paul, Dwayne, Leo, MP Lido, Stevig, G-Man, IQ, Kurt, Adam, Billy, Tilios. Good morning, good morning. No trades yet. Do you know why? We got a big day ahead of us. That's why. We have a monstrosity of data coming out right around 8:30. And then we kind of give a pause, a little bit of a pause, because then we get 9:45. We have Ms. Lori Logan speaking, and then we have PMI and stuff like that. But the star of the show is going to be NFP. Non-farm payrolls. Big data comes out the first Friday of every single month. Today is the first Friday of November. Happy November, everybody. We made it through October. Woo! Congratulations, everybody. We made it all the way through October. How did y'all do for October? Did you guys and gals have a good October? I know I did. I think October might have been, I think October was my most profitable month since moving to Vegas. I think it was. Not by trading, but I mean, trading was good. But poker was extraordinary. So I think that, I'm pretty sure October's biggest month since moving here. NFP, the hottest date, everyone wants it. I know, right? Oh, boy. Good morning, Aero Squad. Good morning, Spastrick, Colby, Fran. Good morning, Polly. Blue like 5x of A's. It's going to happen. Don't tell yourself you suck. You don't want to believe in that. October was my most profitable trading month ever. Give it up for Alfred Haywood. Careful, Richard. You're about 3 messages away from never being seen again. I figured it was poker for you. It was my best month getting better. Nice, Matt. Yeah, poker was extraordinary for the month of October. It was good. It's only going to get better, too, because November we have F1 coming to Vegas. It's going to be sick. And also a couple tournaments. Couple tournaments coming. So, Rips, I've been trading ES for quite a while now. Recently started trading the NQ. Any advice on the switch? It's going to move a lot faster. So what I would suggest is getting your size way down from where it is right now. So if you're trading like 2 lots on the ES, maybe go down to trading like 10 to 15 micros on the NQ, if that. You're going to have much wider stops than what you're used to, points-wise, and just take it slow. It's an entirely different beast. I mean, it's completely different. Entirely and completely different. F1 in Vegas, I'll be there. Nice. Let me know. I will be at the poker tables. There's going to be a lot of people traveling into town for that. Might meet up with another trader that you folks know who might be coming out here to Vegas. I'll keep you posted on that. So, Rips, how are we to expect the market to react depending on the news? Employment rate negative means typically the market goes up. So what is going on with the Fed and the market? And what we want to see is going to be very much contingent upon what they're looking for. Now, the Fed tells us what they're looking for. They kind of give us the cheat sheet. But as Jerome Powell said multiple times, I mean, for the last 8 to 12 months, they want to see the labor market cooling. Because if the labor market is cooling, that means that prices will relax and inflation will come down. So if the labor market is still remaining sticky and strong, then it's, it's going to be one of those things where we are going to have to kind of wait for rates to come down. That's it. We're going to have to wait for rates to come down, and then we find out that the Fed still has more work to do, right? The Fed still has more work to do. So we'll have to see. Inflation and the labor market are one and the same as far as the stickiness goes. As you know, we are now 6 days away. Is it next Tuesday? Yeah, right? Wait, when is this? It is going to be in 4 days. 4 days. 4 days we'll have the election. Probably won't have the results the night of. I'm pretty much sure of that, right? Pretty much sure of that we're not going to have, we're not going to have the results quickly. There's also a bunch of things going on in social media. I don't know how true these posts are, but some very spooky things are happening already in the election where if you try to pick one of the candidates, it jumps to a different one, which I thought was kind of weird. They have these touch screens, and if you try to select a certain candidate, it jumps over to a different candidate, which I don't think is very, I don't think that's very fair, to be honest with you. Julia says, Rips, inflation never comes down. It may reduce its advance, but only deflation brings it down. That is correct. But that's the Fed's mandate right now, is to bring inflation down as much as possible. That's what we're looking for. That and ballot boxes are being lit on fire. I haven't seen that one yet. My feed on Twitter, I try not to click too much political stuff because then you get trapped in the political weeds. And it's just like, it's a time suck. And I don't want to be involved in that. It's just too much. In 2016, every state outcome resulted in mega volatility in future. Was my best night ever. Nice, Don. Is it Dan or Don? So yeah, the thing about trading during the election is that there's going to be a lot of volatility. If you've ever traded on FOMC, you will understand the type of volatility that we'll have on election night. It will be swinging a lot. And in fact, I got an email from TopStep. I'm not allowed to be trading my TopStep Live account. I can't trade my TopStep Live account during the election. I got to check what the exact hours are, but I am prohibited from trading my TopStep Live funded account during that time. Hopefully, I'll be able to trade my XFAs. We'll see. That's TBD. Don. Okay, got it. I was right the first time. Good. Here in Detroit, there's been one voter ID that voted over 26 times in different cities with Wayne County with different address. Here we go. Oh, my goodness. That is crazy. Don't you feel like, I mean, if one side is cheating, shouldn't the other side just cheat too? Like, if the other side is notorious for always cheating, why doesn't the other side just cheat too? Just stop trying to play fair and play dirty, you know? Why not? Best our country could do is blank or blank. Yeah, we're not going to get political in here. But, hey, press one if you... No, I'm kidding. Oh, goodness. Let's see here. I'm trying to not get political here, but yeah. Good morning to you all. Did everybody have a good Halloween? You know what's funny is that I didn't dress up. I almost forgot that it was even Halloween going into yesterday. I didn't have a costume or anything. Obviously, folks were here yesterday. But then turned off all of our lights early because I guess we didn't want any kids coming to the door. Because it got to be like late by my count. And I was like, I'm just going to turn off the lights because I don't want to be disturbed, essentially, by any trick-or-treaters. So no trick-or-treaters at our house last night. Did have a couple pieces of Halloween candy. You got to do it, right? I mean, it's horrible for you. Just the worst thing ever for you. But a couple pieces isn't going to kill you. You know, in the, there's this app like called Neighborhood. And people were posting like, Yeah, come by our house. Come by our house. We got candy. Like there's the country club that we live in is like a lot of older people. Not like super old or anything, but like most people are like vacation homes and stuff like that. Anyway, whatever. Probably not a lot of kids in this neighborhood in the first place. Yeah, I don't know if there's that many kids. It's mostly like young adults and like, I don't know. Made sure to spend time with Dr. Paul before falling back into Rage Against the Machine. There you go. Nice. Went to see a jazz singer. Amazing concert. Nice. I ate a couple pieces times 1,000. Yeah. I mean, I think I didn't have that much candy. It's just mouth pleasure. It's just you do it, you get done with it. But yeah, in 12 minutes. Oh, and by the way, I finally fixed the that silly goal thing. Look, we are 20 super chats in order to trade the open. Let's hit those likes though. Let's get those likes. If we get it up to 1,500 likes today, we'll trade the open. And if we get it up to 500 likes, we'll do a poll. And if we get it up to 1,500 likes, we'll also give away a free month of Clubhouse, free Top Step Combine. How about that? Boom. We laid it all out there. Rips, if I'm holding a 150K XFA with a current profit of 1,500, meeting 5 days of profit rule, now if I take a payout, will I lose the available drawdown of 3K to only available bounce? That is correct. 100%. And this is the conversation we have in here often. If it's your very first payout, you've never taken a payout from Top Step, you should take it. You should absolutely take it. 100% you should take it. Do funds buy on the first of the month, or is that only a quarterly thing? There's beginning of the month flows for sure, Jake. 100%. You'll see beginning of the month flows. Also, it's Friday, so we have 0 DTEs. Rips, what typical combine size do you go for? I mean, that's easy. I always buy the 150Ks. That's always what I'm buying. I never trade in the 50Ks. However, I will say this. I know a lot of people who've had a lot of success on Top Step X trading the 50K account size because there's no daily loss limit anymore on Top Step X. So you can get the full kit and caboodle, the whole drawdown, which is crazy. It's nuts. It is crazy. So, I think that's pretty sweet. I think it's worth doing. But I personally, if you're asking me, I personally enjoy trading on... Hold on one second. Wait, hold on. My stream deck is spazzing out right now. Yeah, whatever. Hold on. Let's see. There we go. All right. It's fixed. But yeah, I generally like to trade the 150K accounts. Yo, Gringo El Diablo. What's up, buddy? That's sick. We're 1 out of 20. Thank you. Appreciate you. Same activation fee for 150K as a 50K. That is true. It's $149 to activate the account on all of them, on any size. But there's also the argument that 50K accounts could be easier to pass for some people. I think it's all relative. The sizing is all relative. Do whatever works for you. I like trading on the 150Ks because essentially, if you want to, and I don't do this, but if you want to on your XFAs, if you build up a big enough balance, you can actually trade a 75 lot position if you're trading 5 copied 50K XFAs. Dude, thank you. Look at you folks are already going crazy. Thank you. I appreciate you all. Hey, good morning there, Wit. Stream Deck got all hot and bothered with me. Do you recommend setting a daily profit target for the combine? Yes. I mean, what I would do, what size are you trading? Thank you, Session Flow. Oh my gosh. Thank you. If you are, who was that? Daily profit target. Eric, let me ask you this. What account size are you trading? Let's start there. Are you trading the 50, the 100K, or the 150K? Which size are you trading? Hey, Rip, since Top Step got rid of the daily loss limit, they should also get rid of the consistency rule. What do you think? No, absolutely not. I think it's going to invite gamblers in there. That's silly. I think that the rules are extremely favorable for traders right now. Extremely favorable for traders. Think about it. If they just imagine a world without this. Like imagine a world without props and Top Step right now. I'd be pretty bummed. We'd have a lot less to do here. and the field of people who would be able to qualify to be able to afford trading would go way down, way down. Top Step allows, it's an even playing field for everybody because the account side, the cost for an account, $49 is practically nothing. Did you answer? Who was it that I was looking for? Eric Banks. Eric, what size account do you trade? Because then we can go over it there. I mean, I guess if you're not going to answer, I'll just tell you. On the 150K accounts, I set my daily profit target to 4750. 4750. Now, why do I do that? Well, one day I'm just going to stop muting burps. That would be really ridiculous. So on the 150K account, I set my profit target to 4750. The daily profit target on that is $4,500 essentially, right? If you're trading 15 contracts, which maybe you are, maybe you aren't, but if you're trading 15 contracts, if it goes to 4,500 and then it closes your position, it's going to use a market order. If you have it set to liquidate, set a daily profit target, set it to liquidate, but not liquidate and block. Right? Liquidate and block will lock you out of your account, and usually you're not going to be where you want to be on the profit target. Always set it to liquidate. Now, why do you set it to 4750? If you happen to be the person who's trading 15 contracts and you set it to $4,500 profit target, it's going to see you at $4,500 profit, do a market order to pull you out of your position, and then you're only going to realize like 4,300 or 4,200 or whatever the case, depending on how much slippage there is on your way out. If you set it to 4750, and you happen to be trading 15 contracts at the time, that will mitigate the risk of you ever being underneath the profit target. And if you're over, all you have to do is flip contracts. What does that mean? Flip contracts. Well, you go into the micros, you set it to 5 micros, and you buy 5 micros, sell 5 micros. That should subtract about $10 from your profit balance. Then tune it down to 2 micros. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. That should bring you down where you want to be. Just don't go under. It's okay to be a few dollars over. Like on the $4,500 accounts, I generally am passing those with about $19 over the profit target. So I'm usually finishing my day on those things. If I have like a full-blown day, like a monster day, 45.19, 45.15, 45.20, somewhere in that range, and that's okay. I still get those accounts passed. That's it. You can do it in one day, just 1,502 sessions. That is correct. I mean, technically, you're going to have to wait for the day to finish. So, yeah, I mean, you are correct. You could do it on Globex Open twice, right? You could do it on, like, let's say today was Thursday. You could trade on Thursday, and then Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific or 6 p.m. Eastern or 5 p.m. Central, you could trade it again and pass it essentially in the same day. But you're still going to have to wait for today to finish in order to pay for your Express Funded account. So we are just chopping around here, and that's normal because we are waiting. We have 10 minutes now until NFP comes out. Let's look at what the analysts are saying about NFP here. We're expecting 100,000 versus 254,000. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate you, buddy. Coming with the sauce early, the spice. I love it. I went over 27K. I had to click my way out of it. Yeah, the easy way to do that, though, is just go max contracts. If you're way over the target, go max in the minis. And it's really easy. You just buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. And you'll see your profit going down, 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 down. You don't have to sit there and be like, I'm going to try to take a losing trade. That's crazy. So the NFP that we're looking for here is the estimate is 100,000. The prior NFP last month was 254,000. So if it actually came in with 100,000, I think the market would rip and rally on that. I mean, how far off could we be from that estimate that it's not going to rip and rally is kind of the question. Oh, you know, that's what it was. The one last month, we were expecting 111,000 and it came in at 233. So that's what I forgot about that. That was the reason. Okay. So we're expecting 100,000. The last estimate was 111,000. So we're coming in a little bit lower. We're expecting the jobs market to cool, but I don't think that's going to be the case because we saw in the baby NFP, what did we see? We saw a lot of people being added to payrolls. So, let's see. Private payrolls are expected to be 70,000. The prior was 223,000. Let's see. So if we're looking at like the Fed fund futures right now, we are seeing there's basically a 100% chance that we're going to see a 25 basis point cut. in the meeting. When is this? It's going to be when? It's going to be in 6 days. Crazy. Next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we are going to have... Is it next Wednesday or it's like on a Thursday? So I'm sorry, next Thursday. It's usually on a Wednesday. So next Thursday is when we're going to have FOMC. It's going to be such a wild and crazy time in the market. I hope you folks are ready for this. This is going to be like the craziest 2 weeks of trading that you've ever seen. And it only comes once every 4 years. You have to remember, like, this type of volatility doesn't come often. So it might be time to like load up on combines. And I'm just saying, like, it might be time to load up on combines and have a bunch of XFAs waiting in the wings. Because the last thing you want to do is be without a funded account when there's a ton of juicy volatility. Oh boy. I'm just thinking about these next 2 weeks. This is going to be crazy. November could be, here's how you should address the month. I mean, it's the first of the month. Thank you, John. Thanks for sharing all your valuable info. Listening and learning from you has given me a payout. Yo, can we give it up for John? My man. Thanks, John. So we have to remember too. Thank you, Don. Appreciate you. You have to remember that November could be your best month trading of all time. I don't think you folks realize this. Rips, the difference between 50K and 150K combines is the maximum loss limit. On the 50K is 4%, 150K is 3%, but the target is still 6%. Not really sure what's like that. Maximum loss limit of the 150K should be 6K. I mean, they've probably done the math. They probably run it through a bunch of simulations and seen all of their data of traders and everything. And they probably found that this is the best thing that they should run. So I don't own Top Step, just a big fan of them. So I don't have any control over that, but I'm happy to pass the feedback along there. Rips, you're on my time zone. While I struggle to get up at 3:30, I see you're already up with profits. What time do you trade for those profits? Right now, we have nothing. I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, though. I'm up at 2. Yesterday, the profits that we traded for early were like at 4 o'clock our time, Sonny dude. So, I mean, there's some good volatility sometimes at 4 o'clock, but you're better off probably waiting until that 5:30 volatility or even just that 6:30 open. And I'm just speaking to you as if we're in the same time zone. What would your strategy be if you had Amazon options expiring in 7 days and it had a big beat? It depends on what your strike is. Let's actually talk about the nitty gritty. Tell me what your strike is. Tell me what your cost was. Tell me what percentage they're up. And then we can go from there. It's all dependent on things. Options are a very tricky thing. There's a lot that goes into it. Tiro says, the last time I tried to catch a losing trade to shed some profit, I caught a rip by accident and made almost 3K more. Yeah, and that's why you want to flip contracts. Yo, Coach Jay in the building. What's up, buddy? Time do you go to bed? It depends. So if we're just looking at the time I wake up in Eastern time, it suddenly becomes entirely unimpressive, right? If we're looking at Eastern time, I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I go to bed at around 10 or 11 o'clock at night or even midnight, right? 9 through midnight is usually when I'm going to bed Eastern time. And I'm waking up at 5. It's very unimpressive if you look at it from the Eastern time zone. You're looking at it from Pacific, people are always like, wow, how do you get up so early? It's like, I'm on a different time zone. It's not a big deal. What do you mean flip contracts? I guess I could show it. I don't really want to do it on a practice account. But, you buy, just go into the minis, buy 5 contracts, sell 5 contracts, buy 5 contracts, sell 5 contracts in rapid succession. Bing, bang, boom, bam. And then guess what? Your daily profit and loss will slowly go lower if you just do it in rapid succession. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Just watch your P&L. If you do it too fast, you might actually go underneath where you're trying to aim for. And that's why you use the number of contracts that you're using to scale the number of how fast that number is going down. That's it. That's what I mean by flipping contracts. Does that make sense? I'm just saying, hold on. I'm just saying that I think is a reason also some people choose 50K besides the price, because if you trade based on percentage, 2% counts a lot, even if you can make more money on the 150K. Yeah, I agree with you, George. Order book is clearing out. We have 3 minutes to go. So let's make sure we're watching for this news. I haven't taken any trades yet. We'll probably see if we can trade the afterglow on this. In fact, I'm going to go to the 1 minute chart on this bad boy right here so we can actually see what's going on. And let's go over here. Why not? This is going to be a big, big wild print in my opinion. So I'm going to be patient and wait. But yeah, so on the 50K account, I've seen multiple people build those accounts up, and especially on Top Step X, because think about it. On Top Step X, let's say you build up a 50K account, XFA, because remember, the balance starts at 0. Let's say you build that account up to like $25,000. Your daily loss limit now in that 50K account is $25,000. You can lose $25,000 before you blow the account. That is a lot of drawdown room. It's a lot. And you can trade however you want. It's your world, baby. We're just living in it. It's fantastic. So once you get over the hump and once you start building up that account, you get access to all of that drawdown on the XFA level. It's amazing. So whatever you're comfortable with, just remember, all the activation fees are the same. It's $149. And Bob's your uncle. That's it. Good morning there, Master Trader Rick. Brokers love people flipping contract. Well, thankfully you're doing it on a simulated environment, so nobody wins. Hey, Rips, the video is freezing every minute for like 3 seconds. Can you ask the chat if they're experiencing the same? Is anybody experiencing the same? What you can do is press Control F5. It'll refresh the stream and refresh your cookies. That should help. That should help. I'm on YouTube. It's saying I have an excellent connection, so I don't think it's anything on my end. 1 minute, everybody. 1 minute. Oh boy, here we go. No trades. I'm gonna watch. I don't want to trade. This is very dangerous. I don't want to trade something that can hurt me here, so I'm gonna wait. Hi, I just subscribed to you and watched your previous live stream offline. Do you hide your open and closed positions because I saw you showed your open positions previously? Nope. I'm not hiding anything. So you can see right above my head. There's nothing open. But if it makes you feel better, we can start hiding things and pretend we're hiding things. I don't know. We can play pretend for you if you'd like. Full margin short. Good luck to you, Ravon. Did you see the unrealized profits chart that's going around social media? Nope, I have not. What is it? Yeah, but are you hiding the fact that you're hiding? Don't tell anybody that. You're not supposed to tell anybody. Five seconds. Good luck. I have no trades on. Good luck. Remember, we're looking for 111. What? Plus 12,000. That's actually very good versus 100,000. What? That's the lowest print since December of 2020. That can't be real. Those liars. There's no way that's real. Unemployment rate at 4.1, which is in line. Average hourly earnings ticked up by 10 basis points. Private payrolls are down 46K. Wow. What is happening? Private payrolls are down 28,000. Manufactured payrolls down 46,000. Birth death adjustment up 368,000. That is a good print for the markets, if you ask me. I mean, that's what the Fed kind of wants to see. That kind of rhymed too. Hey. I mean, that seems like it's pretty good. I'm seeing a lot of red though. I feel like that's what the market wants to see. Boeing and hurricanes. That is true. That is true. That is way cooler than expected. The Fed's going to love that, in my opinion. Huh. I really want to take this long. I really do want to take this long, but for some reason I just can't find the stones to pull the trigger here. High rips wise, a low number of 10K NFP, good for the market instead of 100K. So the less people that have jobs, the less money and credit there is in the economy. The less money and credit in the economy, the lower prices will have to be adjusted in order to continue to attract buyers. It's buyers and sellers in the market. In any marketplace, goods and services, the cost must be lower if there's less credit and money in the economy. I'm looking still for... Okay, we are breaking out here. Watching. Golly, it looks tricky. I feel like I should just wait. Well, if we get 15 more donos, we will trade the open together, but I will say this. I like it long. I'm just not taking it. I like it long. I really do like this long. I should have taken it. Good golly. Market seems like it can't sell, in my opinion. Not that it's unimpressed, but I feel like it just can't sell. All right, I'm going to try this long. We're going to try this up and over this 142 level that we've been tracking. If we can get over 142, that would be pretty strong for the markets, in my opinion. Let's see if we can get up and over here. 142 is the level we're tracking. The hurricanes had no discernible impact on the labor rate, is what they're saying right now. Let's see, over 142. Let's see. Now they're burying it back into the 120s. I'm still holding this thing. I want to see if we can actually, because if we can poke back above that 4-hour high, I feel like the market should rally on that. Let's see. 142 is a big level that we've been tracking. It's very much a lot of traffic at that level. So I want to see if we can actually get up and over that. Because if we actually poke above that, like we have 57.90 to trade in the S&Ps. I feel like we just have to be patient. We have to be patient on a print like this. I see a lot of people that are like capping this thing off, but if they get blown out, it's going to be tremendously strong. So just watching here. Seeing a political ad every 2 minutes, what is your ad setting at? I don't control it. I let Google do its thing. So I want to see this up and over that 142 level. That's what I'm watching. 142 and 3/4. Big level to be watching here. I'm watching the yields too. They're not really moving around a lot. I'd like to see more movement in the treasury yields as well. Same deal. We're dealing with that 142 area again, which is kind of annoying. Same exact problem. We came up there and we had a lot of people that are capping off 142 and 3/4, which I hate. I hate to see that. Let's see if we can hold this out strong here. Still capping it off. Watching this order flow right around 142. A lot of cappers here. See how heavy they are capping this. Because if we get up and over, that's going to be a very strong signal for the market, in my opinion. We just have to get through a little bit of this overhead supply. So I'm watching to see if they're going to push and lean into this at all. And it seems like it's very indecisive as well. Like we're not seeing sellers coming in super strong, but we're also not seeing like a heavy amount of buyers when we get up to that 142 level. Let's see if we can clear back over 131 and hold some bids above this. $150 resistance? No. We shouldn't have any resistance at 150. Seeing what's going on in the S&Ps as well. Let's see here. Yeah, S&Ps are not showing a lot of bid support either. It's just kind of at this weird area of the market where nobody's taking anything yet. There's definitely some bids that are flashing around, but I don't know if they're real. Maybe we have to take that liquidity first, is the thing. Now, 142 and 189 are the two levels that I'm watching here. 142 and 189. Is Tops of X glitching out for anybody? No, I'm not having any issues on my end at all. Let's see though. We're right back at the point of control at 114 here. So just curious to see whether or not we're actually going to hold this liquidity. If we start to bottom out here, that'll also be a strong signal because this is sort of a topping area in the Globex session. We had a lot of liquidity exchanged here. So if we get back above like 120, 125, that'll be super strong as well. This was kind of the liquidity that I was watching to see whether or not we're going to refresh that down here. Yeah, I'm not having any issues with Tops of X myself. Seeing if we can go back and take out these 142s now with this refreshed liquidity. We have to get back over 124 first. In my opinion, that was really good, a very good print for the market to go running. And we can get out of this gully of despair and we should just start to launch. So that's why I'm still holding this trade on. Super strong for the market, in my opinion. See if we take out these 130s. A little bit of traffic there at those 130s. Is a good dip buy if you were able to buy that dip down there. Let's see if we have some rallying out of this 130. I'm just watching the order flow here. Some folks are still capping this on. I'm going to go get another drink. I'll be right back with you, folks. And we're back. All right, we're still pushing up here. See if we can get up and over these 142s. Same level that we've been watching since the beginning of this trade. This would be a triple top test here. And we're seeing a lot of green across the board now. So getting my confidence back in this trade. Not Celsius. This is Ghost. It's in the, wait, where is it? There we go. It's in the other fridge. Lucky like. 1,500 likes, we do a giveaway, and we will stream the open today at 1,500 likes. If Microsoft can push through 413 as well, super strong for the markets. You got a ghost green apple. Is that the Warheads green apple one? I love that one. Super good. Why am I stepping out on Celsius like that? I have a fridge full of Celsius right here, but I don't know. These ghosts are freaking delicious. I love these ghosts. Hard party last night. Did anybody go and like party super hard last night for Halloween? I saw on my Instagram stories a lot of my friends were going out for Halloween. I don't drink, so I didn't do any of that. And we're having that struggle back there at 131 and a quarter right now. A lot of overhead supply. Nobody's swiping at it, so a little bit concerned here. See if we can actually start swiping into some of these offers. Surprised that nobody's driving this right now. Especially with all the green that we're seeing, especially in the S&Ps. Go look at the S&P here. Yeah, 5770 is the takeout. We should be gunning for this thing. 365 contracts up at 5770, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. See how bad we want to drive up at these things. And this is a nice area of confluence here. If we get above 5770, this thing is going to cook. Starting to see them tickling up a little bit, but by golly, I'd expect a lot more movement on that positive of a print for the market. I really expect this thing to be driving like crazy. Stepping into it a little bit on the S&Ps. Some front running, of course, at 69. Giggity. Apple has bounced. We're still driving. NQ is not following suit. Okay, now there's definitely some big front runners here. See if we absorb this at all. Curious if we absorbed any like bids moving into this. Right now, survey says, not yet. Not yet. 140 is kind of like the 5770 in the S&Ps that we're seeing in the NASDAQ here. Why does it say it's muted in Discord? It's the same dang thing. Let me do this. All right. Are we good? Back on Discord? Are we back? Is it working? Is it working? Okay, cool. We're back. I don't know why that happened. Yeah, so dealing with a lot of overhead supply right now, but I still think that we're going to swipe up at it. Yeah, I'm seeing in the S&Ps, we're just gathering some more downside liquidity, I think. We just have to get through these offers. If these offers start to thin up, then I think that we can make that launch that we're looking for. It's just contingent on a few things right now. Microsoft not doing us any favors. Kind of just sitting here. But it is holding. That's the thing. It is holding. It's holding up. All right, we're back. Let's see. Can we actually hold these bids as we are pushing lower here? Can we show the effect of holding some bids and potentially launching up at some of these offers here in the NQ? The S&P looks like it wants to go for it. That's where one of these mornings I'm just going to start trading the S&Ps over the NQ. See if we can get much more favorable outcome here. Because the S&Ps have been playing quite nice here. They're rolling over a little bit, but we keep on catching some solid bids that are holding us up and keeping the market buoyed. Swedish fish is my favorite ghost flavor. My wife likes that one a lot. I'm not a huge fan of Swedish fish myself. My wife loves that one. I'm frozen. You're frozen. I like the long twice. I think my stop was too tight. Well, stick with it. We're running a very wide stop on this trade. Is the NFP number really 12K? It was 11K. Did you come back with 12? Let's see. I got it. Oh, 12K. You're right. I thought it was 11. Yeah, 12K is the correct number. So S&Ps are launching back up here. We need to see it carry NASDAQ with it. I think the problem is Amazon and NVIDIA are not playing nice here. And it's still dealing with that overhead supply issue. We are 12 minutes from the top of the hour here. 12 minutes from the top of the hour. We'll start to see some algorithms coming on here. See whether or not this is going to hold at this same section. This is the second test of this area to the downside here. This is right at the point of control. So this is the second test of that area here. Go to the 1 minute. Right now we're being just held underneath those 130s. And we're just right back here at this point of control. So if we start to gather some stronger bids here, we can actually, I think we have room down to maybe 88 or so. If we have room down to 88 and we start to firm up some bids, I think that would be all the liquidity that we'd need to come back and charge back up at those 140s. So that's kind of what I'm looking for here. We had a nice little refresh down there to the hundreds. We're cutting back through. We have shorts kind of covering into that. What do we have down there? We had, looks like about 400 contracts in that push down. So that absorption could be all that we need to make our way back up for that test of 140s. So let's wait and see here. Target on this trade is going to be 168 and then 213. If we come down and we make a higher low here, then we should definitely have the liquidity that we're looking for to push much higher. That should be all that we need. The question then becomes, though, if we have to go down as low as 55. If we go down as low as 55, that might be troublesome. But I just think that if we can hold above hundreds here and now, it's going to be strong for the market. I feel like that's all we really need for the market to be convinced that we've refreshed liquidity low enough. That's what I think. So I'm just watching in Bookmap over here. Let me show you what I'm looking at. This is my Bookmap. And I'm right now looking at, we've removed all of the algorithms that are just kind of pacing price. That's what that looks like over there. You can see them kind of flashing up and down. And this is the one, this is the chart that removes all of that. So what I'm watching for here is stronger bids and weaker offers, which will allow the price to get extracted much higher. You can see there's a lot of offers there at 120. Let's see if they're real. See if the market wants to take those out. See if those are real. Still stronger bids showing up here, which is good. Yeah, so that liquidity is not real. That's good. That means that the market can run much higher and faster, and it will get shorts in trouble here. So hopefully this is just a bluff to the downside, and we can start trading out of this gully of despair, and we'll start to see those offers thin up. You can see any kind of pushback down. We are seeing thicker bids than we are seeing on the offer side. So on that, we are still strong to hold this trade. So we're just waiting. Yeah, you can see right there, there's some people that are closing their shorts. Very large push here. Go back to trading view. This is the prior 4-hour high. If we break above this, also a strong signal here. All right, let's see. I'm watching now, tracking these 130 orders to the top side. S&Ps are super strong here too. Yeah, these are bluffs. I mean, they're showing that they have a lot of orders, but that is just manipulation by these algorithms. They're pretending that they're going to take a lot of this liquidity. It's technically it is spoofing, but they're doing it in a way where, you know, they can just say, oh, well, the algorithm is meant to change its mind if the velocity is too quick as it approaches the offer price. So we don't want to see a pause in this uptick here. We want to see continued buyers on this tape because if we have any pause in this liquidity, it might force some folks to put on thicker offers, thinking that we've had kind of the extension here in this price push. So let's see if we can maintain thinner offers, thicker bids, and then get this approach through this 130 level again. We're failing right now the prior 4-hour high. So if we get up and over that, the next test will be those 131s. By the way, we were 14 donos away from trading the open. Open is going to be in just about 30 minutes from now. So let's see if we can hit that goal. So right now there's some offers at 125. Seeing if we can actually break those down. Okay, still 125 is kind of stacked with offers. Okay, we broke through them. Bids are showing up now. That's good. Watching for this 131 break now. Any kind of downtick, we want to see thick bids showing up. Right now, it's kind of spacey. 125, big test here. Some folks are kind of front running the 130 level now. So into these 130s, let's see if we have acceptance now above 131 quarters. This is an area where a lot of folks are going to take profit from longs from that dip. So this is a big area that we need to cut through. Right now we are working with a higher low, but this is a big area of strength from sellers. So if we get through this level, it should get us back to testing those 142s. 142 and 3/4. Strong bids, thin offers, and we keep on going. Hey, what's up, Gadiel? Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Let's get up to 500 likes. We'll do a poll. Okay, 131, big level. Big level here. This is where you're going to find a lot of sellers in this market, but if we can break through, that's that 5770 in the S&Ps right here. If we can just shoot right through this, sellers are going to be in a lot of trouble here. See if we can break through this. This is a big test in the S&Ps. Big test. See if we can get through this. Monstrosity of a test here in the S&Ps. Do we have the liquidity to break through? We have a lot of folks who are putting up icebergs front running this too. Yep, buyers are still here on the tape. See if we can get a solid push through this. Looking over the equities right now. Apple's kind of holding. We should have a lot of algorithmic activity coming in on about 3.5 minutes from now. Yields are tanking. That should be good. Okay, we need to see big buyers stepping into this S&P right now. Right here and now is, I mean, this is it. This is what we need to see in the S&Ps right here and now. Can it hold this push into that 5770 area? Right now, very thin market. Extremely thin, moving around on 10s and 20s. Okay, they're pushing into it. Can they hold the push through all of these icebergs? So it's going to take about 800 to 1,800 contracts to push through these 5770s. And those are going to have to be bought in the S&Ps here. And that's if we don't have any new icebergs that are firming up here. Right now, huge offer wall at 5770 in the S&Ps, which is causing the NASDAQ to lose its strength as well. S&P's coming down a little bit. Let's see how low we can actually hold down. Microsoft is rolling a little bit and Nvidia is rolling a little bit. We had Nvidia pushing up towards that 134.5 level, but it has since subsided. All right, let's see here. Pushing back up. We want to see this 5770 level be taken out. Right now we're bouncing at the 4-hour previous high. Let's see what's going on in the S&Ps here on our chart. Yeah, this, I mean, like I said, if we can actually break through this, that'll be so strong. And then potentially start trading up through 5790. So let's see if these algorithms coming on in 1 minute and a half will change the pace of this market here. How long does it take you to get your first payout when eligible? For me, 48 hours. It's only taken about 48 hours. It's been very, very quick. Very, very quick. I've never had any kind of delay in any of my top step payouts, ever. All right, so the pullback here on the S&Ps, we're watching this to pull back anywhere above like 63.5. Because we're running the same thing. We just don't have the liquidity to break on through those 5770s. So what we're waiting for here is to see if we gather enough bids at like 5764, 5763.5, then we could actually start getting the liquidity we need to break on up. Meta's pushing up, Nvidia, Microsoft are going down, Google is holding. So we're just kind of doing a very low liquidity rinse up and down here. You submitted a payout request on the 28th and haven't heard a word yet. Did you fill out all the appropriate forms that you needed to? If you haven't filled out all of the forms that you need to, all the necessary forms, then you will not get your payout. You have to make sure that you have every single form filled out. I know that there's a lot of people that are like, oh, I never received my payout or my confirmation or whatever. It's because you haven't filled out like your tax forms. Algos have just turned on. Those are the 9 a.m. algos. All right, we need 13 more donos and we can trade the live here. Let's go ahead and run a poll while we're waiting for this market to move. Will the NQ end the day above or below 20,150? Above, below. Here we go. Let's run that poll. Nigel says requested on the 29th, got paid on the 30th. So fast. Sounds about right. Where do you find the forms? It's in the when you're doing your payout. It says fill out all of these forms. And that's what it says. So you fill out all those forms. I've received 3 small payouts from Top Step in the past. Took 2 days, waiting on a $900 payout now, and it's been 7 business days. Not sure what the heck is going on. I would message them. That seems very out of character. You've talked to customer support 3 times. What's the issue? Was there an issue with your account? I've literally never had an issue getting paid with TopStep, ever. Never, ever, ever. They say if it goes past 10 days, call them up. Yeah, call them. I've never, ever heard of anything as far as like delays with their payments. All right, we are 28 minutes from the open here, and we are still 13 donos short. So, I mean, I'd like to do it. We're right now at 875 likes. If we get it up to 1,500 likes, we'll do a giveaway. You waited 28 days for your payout? On what? What prop firm are you using? That doesn't sound anything like it. I've noticed that payouts when transferring to live take 4 to 5 days. All of my live payouts from my live account are very, very quick, at least for me. I've never had any issues with my live. The dono thing said goal already ended. Oh. Well, let's do 13 then. I guess we'll do 15. Timer will be 15 minutes. All right, there we go. Sorry, I didn't even realize that. There we go, new goal. We're back. 28 days sounds like something starts with an A. Yeah, maybe. Does the daily VWAP hold? Right now it is. That's kind of where we're meandering down in the NASDAQ here. Yeah, we are kind of... We have room in the S&Ps all the way down to, 57, 55-ish. Really, I think that it would stop the bleeding at around 57.60. WISE 1 to 3 business days, ACH 1 to 3 business days, WIRE 3 to 5 business days, SWIFT up to 5 to 10 business days. Yeah, but in my experience, it's always been within 48 hours. Am I on Top Step today? No, I'm on Tuesday, and then we're also going to be trading FOMC next week on Thursday. Very special broadcast on Top Step TV for that. I got denied my first payout at Apex and immediately switched and didn't trade another contract there, period. Interesting. Everybody's different. I got a payout from Apex before. Everybody's different, right? Oh, thank you, John. Appreciate you, buddy. Celsius just acquired some contract for big beverages. Interesting. 100 tick lower trend. It is respecting. Yeah, I'm still from the camp that I think that we're just going to continue up on this. The low was that previous week low that we touched. And so if we can hold above that, I think we'll be fine in this trade. Receive all my payouts from Top Step within 48 hours. There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's the same thing for me. FXA submitted payout on Friday, received on Monday afternoon, but you shouldn't be trading until they deduct those funds from your account. That is correct. Yeah, I wouldn't be touching that account until they've deducted all of the funds. Sorry if you've already answered this. How have presidential election weeks paid out in the past? This is my first time trading an election. I wouldn't trade it. I would just watch. It's very volatile, very tricky. Extremely volatile and tricky. Did you get banned from Top Step TV? No. Why would I ever be banned from Top Step TV? Just sent another message to verify that the person I've been talking to did actually check into it and the funds are going where they should be going. There you go. Yeah, just be cordial with them. I'm sure it'll all work out in the end. Thank you, Tim. Blew 2 XFAs after trading after a payout request and before approval. Yeah, you want to make sure they've removed all of those funds from your account first. Because if they haven't removed the funds from your account, then you're kind of SOL. Did they ever deny payout if I trade in Vietnam? I have no idea. That would be a question for support and not for me. I have no idea about Vietnam. I'm trading from Las Vegas. Are you still in a trade, Rips? It's right up here. If it says UPNL, that's unrealized profit and loss. So yes, that means I am still in a trade. NQ around 88, is this still support? Yeah, it's the same thing that we're watching at 82. It's what we have on the chart here, 82. Same deal. Now the question becomes whether or not we can break back above the VWAP and find buyers up there. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate you, buddy. But Rips, what about that one time you was in Vietnam and requested payout? Yeah, I don't remember that actually. It's probably wasn't me. Probably wasn't me who was requesting a payout from Vietnam. Just submitted a request. Where do I fill out those forms? It's going to be in the same page. The same page where you did your request is exactly where it's going to be. Exactly the same spot. What tax info is required? You'll find out when you request, believe it or not. Whenever I'm doing something online, I just kind of follow the steps that they lay out for me. Am I playing poker this weekend? I'm playing in 4 hours from now, less than 4 hours. We are playing Bobby's Room here. Request your payout from Thailand comes with a happy ending. I don't know about that. It just might. I've never done that before, but just might. What's with the stupid questions? We're here on YouTube, my friend. There's no such thing as stupid questions. Only silly answers. Ripster, you Top Step's new customer support seems like it. Yes, I'm working their Vietnam arm right now. Has anybody tried the Top Step website? I don't know. It seems like it's too easy. It's way better to ask me the questions. I don't think these questions are ridiculous. I think they're very mindful questions. Extremely mindful questions that make a lot of sense to be asking right now. Let's see if we can get up there, though. I haven't checked in a minute. We're like, we'll stick around for about 12 more minutes if we don't hit the goal. 12 more minutes. We'll see, though. We're currently at 979 likes. 979 likes. Are you surprised at the tame reaction to non-farm? I am, but I still think that it's kind of like it's building liquidity for a bigger move. And that's why I'm still holding this trade. I think we're just building liquidity to go way higher here. And I think that once we start to see stops getting popped to the top side, we will see a lot of panic here. Like Microsoft is not rolling super hard. It's not going up, but it's not rolling super hard. Nvidia is holding these lows. I'm still believing that we're going to go much higher in the market today. I think that we will come out of this compression and we'll launch specifically on the open. Hey, Rips, do you have any recommended videos, PDFs, or any info at all where I can learn more about reading level 2 data? Bookmap's free YouTube channel is where I would start for that. Bookmap's free YouTube channel will give you a lot of good resources. So this was an area where we started to sell in the NASDAQ, like a big sell. So if we get above this and like back over the VWAP at 115, I think it could be a strong signal for this. I'm still holding it. Let's see how it shakes out. How do you come to that? How do I come to what? Gold will bounce. Yeah, I just think that gold might actually sell off today a little bit. I'm from the camp that I think equities will rally today, and I think that we'll see gold probably come down a little bit. But these are just my opinions. These are my guesses. Who really knows what's going to happen? Can you? Yeah, no, we're not going to read that one. Do you ever DCA? It depends. I mean, there's a time and a place for it, but it's a very standard practice in trading. Extremely standard practice in trading. Totally normal to do. I would highly recommend that you're trading with a prop firm that allows you to do that if that's your trading style. Everybody's different though, right? Everybody's different in their trading style. Everybody's different in what they do. Your goals might be different. They might support something entirely differently. Is 114 your entry on your chart? We are at, hold on. Let me see. The window is minimized here. 139. 139. Can you please share the template from your book map? There's no way for me to do that. I've messaged their support about that. There's absolutely no way that I can do that there. Yeah, we have the PMI coming 15 minutes after the open, and then we have PMI at 9 Central, 10 Eastern. Listening to these specific earnings calls right now. Nothing really happening there. Oh yeah, that's right. Bookmap has a Discord channel as well. I agree with you. All right, we'll stick around for 8 more minutes here if we don't hit the goal. 8 more minutes. 1,500 likes or whatever, we'll say 8 more or 10 more donuts, whatever that is. But yeah, we're still kind of, we're washing around here. We are definitely finding some balance in the market. I think that if we can get up and over in the NASDAQ, those 114s would be fantastic. In the S&Ps, looking to get, above this range here. have a lot of healthy distribution here. So, been spinning up, but we haven't been able to hold these pushes. Do I have to do them all? No, do not. Do not. Please do not. Is the S&P manufacturing PMI big news? Yes. It's decently big news, but the bigger one is going to be ISM. ISM is going to be much more important than that. And ISM is coming out at 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Rips, why is the slippage on Top Step X so bad? Don't use market orders, use limit orders, and you won't have to worry about slippage. I don't think it's bad at all, to be honest. It's accurate. The fills are insanely accurate compared to what you'd have on, any real market that you're trading. I think they're very, very accurate. Personally. ISM is today at 10. 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Maybe no pump till open. I don't know. We're holding these lows. We're definitely holding these lows here. If Microsoft started to turn up and NVIDIA started to turn up and break out of these ranges, I think there's a very good chance that we could see this ripping to the top side. I'm not seeing, like, outside of the sellers that we had that brought us down to like 57, 58. Like, we broke below those 60s, but we caught a lot of liquidity at the 58 level. So I'm not seeing like massive, massive sellers on this tape. Personally, I think there's a good chance that we could see this rally. Very good chance of that. Lower non-farm payrolls are usually a buy for NQ. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The data came in the lowest since December 2020. The market should be rallying on that. That's why I'm long in this market. We had a bad entry. We didn't take it when we wanted to take it, even though we'd probably still be either slightly in the red or probably about break even in the trade. But I'm still from the camp where I think that we could probably be trading 57.90 after the open in the S&Ps. That's what I think. Do you know any prop firms that don't use trailing unrealized profits? Yeah, Top Step. Click the link in the description right above the chat. It says start trading futures with Top Step. That's what I'd be using. They have no intraday trailing drawdown. It's end of day trailing drawdown. And it stops trailing after you hit a certain level of profit. Any tips for getting VWAP to scale correctly on Top Step X? Yes. Adjust your chart, zoom out, and then zoom back in. Like zoom all the way out and then back in. How much more did level 2 data help you become profitable? Highly recommended. Yeah, you got to have level 2. I mean, some people don't need any of that data. Some people could just trade just based on chart patterns or technical analysis. But I like reading order flow. I like seeing what's going on in the market underneath the hood. Some people, it's just noise. For me, I enjoy it. So in my strategy, I think it's a very strong thing, personally. Romania is banned at Top Step. I have no idea then. I don't know any of the banned countries. I don't know where it's banned and where it's not banned, but I think that Top Step is the best one out there, in my opinion. Spot on. Top Step X, been using it since beta last year. Yeah, I think that the platform has improved tremendously since the beta. Tremendously. It's sick now. Like I really enjoy trading on Top Step X. If I had one issue, Top Step X, it would be that VWAP issue. It's very easily solvable. You zoom out and you zoom back in. All right, we are 3 minutes away from potentially hitting that goal here. 3 minutes away. Make sure we're hitting that like button. I'd like to stick around. Would be better if you could enter market orders with the trailing stop. Can you not? Are they only limit orders? I haven't messed with the trailing stop on Top Step X, so I don't know. It has to be done once in. Gotcha. Yeah, I've never really used the trailing stops before. All right, coming down on 2 minutes here, coming down to the wire. The goal is ticking down too. We're coming down to the wire here. Chris, what do you think of a sweep lower of the overnight longs, take the London low and Asian low and get every short and then juice it back north? I think that's likely to happen. But I feel like we've gathered enough liquidity, like on this pullback here and this pullback here. I think we have the liquidity to go. Once we pop over this, it's going to be curtains for shorts. And I think then we probably start juicing up towards this area up here, 58.15. So that's my prediction for what's going to happen in the markets today. I think we're going to rip and rally to the top side, personally. That's what I'm thinking. For some reason, my YouTube chat is now crashing. Lovely. What's going on here? Hold on. I realize I'm missing like all of your questions now. And it looks like my Firefox is now frozen. Sweet. What is going on here? Is the stream still working? I mean, I can't even see what people are writing, so. See if this is working here. Okay, both streams are good. Good. All right, cool. All right, sweet. We have 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds. We got 1,134 likes. Well, I'll go ahead and say the goodbyes now, but I hope everybody out there has a great weekend. If the market does go up today, we're going to be holding that. I'm going to be holding out for a big trade on this one. So let's see. If the market goes up, we're in the green. If the market continues to go down, you can expect that we stopped out on this one. But all right, everybody, have a great weekend. Don't party too hard. Don't drink too much. If you are going to drink, don't drink and drive. Take an Uber, take a Lyft. But have fun today. It is Friday. Make sure you enjoy yourself, okay? Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you bright and early on Monday. Take care.